loved him very much, both as a legendary musician who was a very important link between Jamaican music and British ska style music or reggae style of music. But also he was our friend because we toured the world with him. He was with our band for longer than any other band he was ever with. He was with us for 20 years, and for the last year and a half he wasn't out on tour with us. He wasn't well enough to come and play. So he's not been with us, but he's been with us in spirit. And I think, it is all very sad for us all that we've lost him now. And I think it's a great loss to music and a great loss for all of us.
Rico Rodriguez, MBE. Born Emmanuel Joseph Rodriguez, Kingston, Jamaica, on October the 17th, 1934, was best known as the trombonist and composer who emerged on the local scene at the beginning of Jamaica's recording industry, playing a fusion of American jump blues coloured by a native lilt and infused with Rastafari nuances. He is a product of the famous Alpha Boys School, where the more advanced trombonist Don Drummond mentored him. Rico also played the trumpet, saxophone and the clarinet. A devotee of Rastafari from as far back as the 1950s, Rodriguez was recognised internationally as a leading exponent of ska and other forms of Jamaican and global popular music. He was a trombonist of choice among many pioneering exponents of Jamaican music and features on Theophilus Beckford's proto-ska hit Easy Snapping and Clue J and his Blues Blasters' influential Shuffling Jug, recorded for Clement Dodd, and the Folks Brothers' landmark Oh Carolina for Prince Buster, Derek Morgan's Loverboy for Duke Reid, and his own Rico special for Randis. He's perhaps best known in the UK for his work with the Specials in the 1970s and latterly the Jules Holland Blues Orchestra. Born in Havana, Cuba, to a Cuban father and a Jamaican mother, he was raised in Kingston, Jamaica. Rico spent his formative years in the heart of the city on Mark Lane, a cramped warren of rundown housing. His mother struggled to manage, and in 1940 Rico began attending the Alpha Boys School, a Catholic charitable institution that trained several of Jamaica's most noteworthy horn players. Rico was inadvertently in the right place at the right time. Kingston's fledgling music scene was made downtown for downtown people, but the required expertise wasn't easy to achieve. If Studio One was Jamaica's answer to Motown, then the Alpha Boys School was the Juliet Music Academy.
Alpha Boys School is a school that caters to the unfortunate. It teaches them trades that they can earn a living after they leave here, and some go abroad. I think you met Rico Rodriguez, he's a trombonist.
My mother couldn't handle me no more, and that's the way I end up in Alpha. Maybe she feel more protected up there. The young man, him grow very quick, you know what I mean? Him become very wise very quickly. You understand? Yeah. Life, tough life, you know. Life hard.
It was at the Alpha Boys School that Rico was first encouraged to take up the trombone by his school friend Don Drummond. From 1952 until 1954, he worked as an apprentice car mechanic, but subsequently furthered his musical education at the Stony Hill Industrial School. In addition to playing with Eric Dean's orchestra and winning prizes in local talent contests, between 1957 and 1961, Rico worked with pretty much every producer of note in Jamaica. In 1958, he settled in the Rastafarian encampment established by Count Ossie in the Warika Hills on the eastern edge of Kingston. This yielded a number of impressive singles with Rastafari beliefs, issued by Harry Muddy. The wild jazz jams held regularly at the camp allowed Rico greater freedom of expression and helped him to take his playing to a higher level. Then in December 1961, he left Jamaica for Britain, where he began recording for Chris Blackwell, founder of Island Records, and Jamaican expats, including Laurel Aitken. And he played on the hit Wash Wash with Prince Buster, recorded with Georgie Fame. In 1975, when Island Records placed him on Jim Capaldi's album Shortcut Draw Blood and Toots and the Maytals Reggae Got Soul. A contract for an album of his own took him back to Jamaica for the acclaimed Man from Rico. Backed by a stellar cast of musicians, including the Jamaican Rhythm Kings, Sly and Robbie, and the British flugelhorn player Dick Hewthorne. The album was an unprecedented blending of reggae and jazz that followed just how expressive the trombone could be in Rico's hands. It remains his most compelling work, and the dub companion LP is still fine listening. Rico was subsequently the support act on Bob Marley's 1978 European tour. In 1979, Jerry Dammers requested that Rico play on the Specials remake of Rudy, A Message to You. He contributed to the first two Specials albums, The Specials in 1979 and More Specials in 1980, and the Selectors album, Too Much Pressure in 1980, as well as the exceptional Specials massive hit Ghost Town. Two Tone Records subsequently issued the albums That Man Is Forward in 1981 and Jammer Rico in 1982. Both competent sets recorded in Jamaica, and Rico continued to perform sporadic session duties for a range of acts, including Joan Armatrading and Ian Jury. After spending much of the 80s in solitude in Jamaica, he travelled to Switzerland in 1987 to work with the Heartbeat Band. Back in London, he played on Jazz Jamaica's debut album Scaravan in 1993 and was a member of Jules Holland's orchestra from 1996 to 2012. On July the 12th, 2007, Rico was bestowed with the MBE, a Member of Order of the British Empire, for his contribution to the British music industry. From a Jamaican perspective, the Institute of Jamaica followed in 2012, awarding him a Silver Musgrave Medal for his role in the development of Jamaican music. Jamaica has produced an undeniable long list of some of the world's greatest musicians, but there will only ever be one Rico Rodriguez.
You have to live the life. You have to live the life, to feel the life. The musician, he keeps going. Only death stops him. But I'd like to be known, I'd like to be recognized among the people same way. And I'll give all my life and thought and everything to music, you know, and to my fans, the people who give me the support.
Sleep well, Man from Rico.